my fledgling writing career, I wanted something new, something my own, something different. Hockey intrigued me, but at the same time, it felt completely unapproachable. Everyone knows hockey is a very white sport. There are so few easily accessible entry points into hockey for Black folks, especially Black women. Hockey seemed like a mountain to climb, an arena that truly didn't want to be infiltrated by the likes of a Black queer woman like myself. I've always loved a challenge. My interest in hockey was initially sparked while attending an academic conference in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania in 2011. 3 English Honor Society colleagues and I were in town for a literature conference and ready to split our time between academia and sightseeing over the course of a week. I make a mean itinerary, but a hockey game at the time didn't even ping my radar. Still, in the City of Champions, I encountered hockey while eating tater tots and drinking old-fashioned cocktails at Embury, a prohibition-themed bar set up in an abandoned firehouse on the south side that doesn't exist anymore. I noticed a hockey game on the television above the bar and asked about it. I don't remember what the bartender said exactly, but I recall him waxing eloquently about the 2009 Stanley Cup champions and letting me know that Yinsers considered Pittsburgh a hockey town. Later, driving back to our hotel, we got caught in the post-game traffic. Hundreds of fans were exiting the newly opened Consol Energy Center after a 1-0 shootout win against the New Jersey Devils courtesy of James Neal, something I had no clue about at the time. Thinking back, that must have been a pretty intense game. I can imagine fans sitting on the edge of their seats, frustrated and tired with no score for 60 minutes of play, and then overtime in a game that went all the way to a shootout. I remember being annoyed at the traffic, but fascinated by the fans, celebrating in black and yellow on their way home, blocking the street, cheerful and slow. Fast forward a few years to when, in 2015, I came across an award-winning webcomic called Check Please, circulating Tumblr. The artist and writer, a woman of color named Ngozi Ukazu, told the story of Biddy, a figure skater turned hockey player at the fictional Samwell University. It was sweet and fun, and the game of hockey was central to its incredibly domestic narrative of teammates who spent a lot of time together. Questions about hockey, the game, and the fans came flooding back to me. This time, I gave in to the nagging curiosity and decided to do a bit of research about the 4th most popular team sport in the United States. I took to YouTube and Twitter and found that the aesthetic of the game fascinated me. Hockey is fast. The players are skilled and athletic. The rules are simple, and the game is exciting to watch. Still, I had no real idea of what my place could be in the hockey fandom. I just enjoyed the game. In fact, at first, I knew of only 2 female friends who even watched hockey in real life, but they did so casually. I've never casually joined a fandom in my life. Much like Carl Hagelin on A Breakaway, my love of hockey quickly gathered speed. I spent hours searching for statistics on players, exploring team media, and figuring out who I would cheer for. I decided on Western and Eastern Conference favorites, the Dallas Stars and the Pittsburgh Penguins, respectively. Before financially investing in a sports hobby I wasn't sure would stick, I listened to game broadcasts and found that the Dallas color commentator, Daryl Razor Ray, made me laugh with his razorisms and clever turns of phrase. Mike Lang, the Penguins' radio play-by-play announcer at the time, also called the game beautifully, making me smile like a butcher's dog every time I tuned in to listen to him and Phil Bourque, known as the Old 2-9er, in honor of his jersey number. Then, in 2016, the Penguins won the Stanley Cup, and, just like that, I was all in. A team I had spent 9 months loving, hating, cheering on, and generally